Technical difficulties ahoy, because this is a good game that has no problems running on modern systems. Okay. This is great. This is great and not at all a problem. No, not at all. Yeah, honestly, that's probably going to be the best fix for it. Okay. Oh, that didn't work at all. Let's do that. Because I would like to see the Twitch chat. Want to see what fresh hell is going on. Hey, that's working now. All right. Gonna wait to see if... Oh, my goodness. I have a viewer. That's terrifying. Well, now that I have a reason to start, let us begin. This is a game called Escape from Monkey Island. It is, kind of bananas, and I kind of love it. It is the fourth entry in the venerable Monkey Island adventure game series. I can't promise that it's good, but I have a lot of nostalgic memories of this. So without further ado, let's party. Oh, I love this music, by the way. It's so good. Ah, God, this is so good. I'm so happy. You have no idea. Ah, this takes me back. This really does. God, I haven't played this game in like 20 years. Okay. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of those good feelings. Now for the cutscenes.
Personal log of Guybrush Threepwood.
Yes.
Sometimes when it's quiet, I can still hear the monkeys. It's hard to believe that it's only been a few years since I first washed up on the
It
beaches
actually
of
has some.
Melee Island,
This
armed
actually
with
does
nothing
have some
more than a
interesting
goofy
information
name
about the
and an
previous
overpowering
games.
urge to become a swashbuckling pirate. I want to be a pirate. Who could have suspected that such a humble pursuit would lead me to cross swords with the evil ghost pirate LeChuck, the slimiest slug ever to plunder the seven seas?
Charming.
And who could have guessed that my battles with LeChuck would introduce me to the love of my life, Melee Island's Governor Elaine Marley.
Yes, she has switched accents like 3 times throughout this series already, and this is game 4.
Efforts to win Elaine's
It's
hand would repeatedly
bananas.
drag me to the mystery-drenched shores of Monkey Island. That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Or that I would finally end the scourge of LeChuck, burying him beneath a mountain of ice.
Alright. Okay. So, as sort of a... I got bored. So, sort of a basic overview. You play Guybrush Threepwood, who is an idiot, but it's lovable. And you're on a quest to become a pirate, or re-become a pirate, or become a real good pirate. It's whatever. It changes. Status quo is non-existent. But the main important elements are you're Guybrush Threepwood, you're an idiot, you're in love with Elaine Marley, and LeChuck is a bad guy that you dropped under a block of ice in the last game. And where this particular scene opens up is, oh my god, somebody on Discord just messaged me. And where this game picks up is where on your honeymoon, you and Elaine get accosted by pirates. So yeah, this is the game. Also, BRB, just, oh hello, it is Space Vaquero. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to the party. All right. Okay. All right. All right. Sorry, I'm getting some things set up, which is totally professional. Oh god. Oh god. I have to advertise apparently cuz I am just trash. Okay. So, pirates, adventure game, really bananas. You're on your honeymoon. But oh no, there's pirates and now you got to find a way to help out. So, let's just see what happens. Okay. So, we are chained to a mast. We are dressed very snazzily, and we have baller music. And we're not helping at all in the background. So let's see what happens.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there.
There's an enemy pirate fighting over there. I'm not going to do that. No. I'm not going to be that guy. Okay. So basically what's going on here is we're totally useless. We've been chained up like the useless twink that we are. And we have to figure out how to help out with the fighting that's going on. It's also something of a tutorial because you can't lose, and it's very, it's very limited in the scope of what you're able to do in this. Since I've already played the game and it's super nostalgic for me, I'm just gonna be going through it. But you know, normally you'd be sort of figuring this out. What you want to do is you want to take that loaded cannon that we're staring at. You can see that there's a little bit of like a 1 pixel long fuse, and then we want to go over here to where the coals are. And we just want to make a little bit of magic happen. If that magic was an explosion. So, Shazam.
There's a pile of red-hot coals simmering on the deck there. Now I'm glad we got the ship with the flame-retardant lacquered deck wood.
Oh, and part of the main reason why I enjoy these games and why, you know, they've endured is because the writing is pretty good. So
I don't think anybody reloaded that cannon.
Yeah, and also this Guybrush is a hapless dweeb, which is always fun. So right now in this game, it's a very, very limited set of verbs compared to most adventure games. So the verbs that are at my disposal, normally used to having a lot like push, pull, yada yada. Some games have lick and touch, which is very uncomfortable. But we have 3 verbs at our disposal here. We have look, we have pick up, and we have use/talk. Use/talk is sort of like whatever. So those are 3 things we can do. We can...
Their ship is bigger than ours. Those bullies.
We can look at the ship. We can...
I might if I wasn't tied to the mast.
Use the ship, and we can try to pick up the ship.
What's your sign? Can I buy you a grog? Come here often? What's your sign?
Yeah, 8-year-old me thought this was hilarious. Don't judge. Okay, so now that we've seen Guybrush's utterly fantastic attempt to pick up ships, let us go ahead and pick up a hot coal. So now we're armed and dangerous, relatively, and so there's a few things we could do. We might think the obvious thing is to go ahead and check it out the pirate. This backfires.
Better
A
not
little
try that
bit.
again.
Hello, my Aunt Sandra's watching. Okay. So, we had a knife thrown at her face. This did not work out very well, so we want to not throw the coals at him this time. Instead, we are going to get another coal. And again, before it burns through our pirate boots, we have to go ahead and kick it at the loaded cannon. And just like that, we've made some beautiful chemistry happen. Hooray, we've murdered people. This is great. Why didn't they do that ahead of time? I don't know.
Little snuggle cakes.
Oh yeah, in this game, Elaine is American instead of
Oh,
British.
Hey, Elaine. Could you untie me?
No, you're less trouble that way. Oh, Guybrush. Yeah, this game is rather silly, even if the lore is a little inconsistent. Oh yes, things to do on Melee Island when you're dead. The first of, I think, 4 or 5 acts? I don't know. It's been like 20 years. Ignore the volume indicator.
The way I pushed that smelly pirate right over the rail. Now that's the stuff of pirates.
Yes, the thing you totally did, Guybrush.
I hope the loyal citizens of Melee don't hurt themselves. I mean, you know, all the pushing and shoving on the dock to see my, well, our return. Could be dangerous.
Oh yes,
Make sure
Elaine
this one
is
stays
the
on
mayor
top.
of the island, so
Then there
that's
was the
important.
swab who came at
Governor,
me with the
governor,
rusty
not
bit.
mayor.
I sure taught him a thing or two about the proper use of deck chairs. Whoa. Got it.
Oh, that
Wouldn't it be
physically
neat?
hurt.
Such an adoring yet
Oh, the
unsophisticated
hat box.
public.
Oh
It'd
no.
be so draining. I'll be lucky if I can get a second to myself for months.
You know, we make a great team. The way we communicate, the way we work together, and the way we anticipate each other's every move. There's nothing we can't accomplish.
Oh, well, here goes. Might as well get all the hullabaloo over with. What?
Oh
Where is
no.
Maybe everyone went to bed early?
Where's the
Horror of
welcoming
horrors,
committee?
guys.
The banners, the crushing throng of well-wishers. Oh dear, do you know what this means?
We can spend another 3 months honeymooning.
No, you adorable numbskull. Something has gone horribly wrong while I've been away. Nothing else can explain.
What's that? Hey, it's Timmy the monkey. How are you, boy? Either his litter box is full or he's trying to tell us something. What is it, boy?
Timmy, is something wrong?
This part did not age as well as I hoped that it might. Oh, hello! It is Riva! Hello, friends! Hello!
There's been an
Welcome
outbreak
to
of
the
scurvy?
stream.
You won 74 bucks playing bingo, but lost it all playing banana futures.
There's trouble at the governor's mansion. Let's go.
Although it's frustrating that it took them 3 tries. It's also very impressive that they were able to get it at all.
15, 3.7, 12. Fire!
What do you think you're doing?
What does he look like I'm doing, fancy pants?
This man has
I'm
an
knocking down the
amazing,
governor's mansion.
amazing
You
neck.
can't knock down the governor's mansion without approval from the governor.
Oh, you turn off the
Yeah.
wiggles for this. You've made
The
a
governor's
horrible
dead,
mistake, but
man.
thank you.
It was the marriage that killed her, they say.
But I am the governor. Do I look dead to you?
No, ma'am.
Then cease and desist your boulder flinging immediately.
Yeah.
Sorry, Governor. I'm under contract. I'm legally obligated to destroy your mansion with this here catapult.
Something's rotten on Melee Island.
I know. But the stench usually drifts away with high tide.
I've got a plan.
Oh,
Although
no.
it sometimes lingers during an eclipse.
Guybrush.
Oh, no.
Yes, dear?
I'm going down to City Hall to see about getting declared undead.
Won't that make
I'm
you
realizing
a
where I get a
flesh-eating
lot of my
zombie?
In the
humor
meantime,
from,
I need
and
you
it
to
is
do 2 things
Guybrush.
for
I
me.
am
More
so
back rubs and
sorry.
foot massages?
Maybe later. First, I want you to put a stop to this insane boulder flinging.
Stop the insanity. Check.
Second, I want you to go to Lucre Island. Talk to my grandpa's lawyers. They might know how to help us fight City Hall.
Oh, but I hate talking to lawyers.
Not
Don't
as
we all,
much as I hate
Guybrush?
talking to you, dear.
Okay.
Well, I've got a resurrection to perform. Be good, dear. And don't forget, stop the catapult, go to Lucre Island.
Yes.
Sounds like the honeymoon's over.
She was a lot nicer before she died.
Yep. So, the inciting incident to the game is that while on a 3-month honeymoon, you and your governor wife have been declared legally dead. So now, everything has changed, and this amazingly necked fellow is trying to destroy the mansion where you and your beloved lived before the honeymoon. Okay, I just realized that his belt is monogrammed. I am disturbed that it took me 20 years to realize that.
45, 7.3, minus 35.
So yes, this is where the game is like, hey, you can do things now. It's pretty fun. 2000s, but whatever. And you can tell that it definitely plays with it. Let's see what happens when we jump off the cliff.
Okay.
Matt Murdock?
Goodbye, cruel adventure game. Forget it.
I feel like the lawyer would definitely murder that particular lawyer would definitely murder Guybrush Threepwood. He may be a superhero, but if his interactions with Peter Parker are any indication, the man does not have very much patience. Okay. This feels good. I know that nobody else cares, but this makes me feel very happy. Okay, so over this way we have the what you call it, like the International House of Mojo, which is where the Voodoo Lady lives. That is her actual title because this game was written in 2000, and some things have not aged well. Many things have not aged well, unfortunately. Yes, these two former crew members. That is a thing to worry about later. And then we have the Scum Bar, so named because the previous games in the series were using the Scum adventure game engine. Fun fact. For those two of you who would know or care, this particular game is not using that engine. It is using what is called the Lua engine. This definitely does sound like where Austin Powers lives. Riva, your commentary is delightful and is making this stream. Thank you. Okay, so yes, Scum Bar with the little crow's nest and the little happy, which I am now seeing now that I'm using a modern TV with good, with the good resolutions. So let's enter the Scum Bar, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we have darts, we have a skull, we have a bartender, we have a butt. So, a lot of great things so far. If you see over here, we have, if I just back up, because this adventure game uses tank controls. Yes, exactly like Timon the Meerkat. Sadly, you don't get a dress and drag in this game. 0 out of 10 would never play again. Clearly, this is unplayable garbage. So yes, we have this inebriated fellow that recently had their birthday. It is passed out, drunk, in a bowl of pretzels. Totally cannot relate. And then over here, we have... Oh, Lord. Over here, we have this particular fellow. Let's strike up a conversation, he said, as if he was not leading this.
That looks like a pirate with a lot on his mind.
He looks like a pirate with a lot on his mind.
Hi there, scruffy-looking pirate person. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate. What's your name?
Cheese, Ignatius Cheese.
So this dialogue, though. Again, when I was 8, I thought this was hilarious. So you're going to have to indulge me while I just go through this. So we could talk about his big arms. We could talk about his crew of mighty pirates. We could tell him to buzz off, or we could go for the very, very obvious joke about how his name is I Cheese.
Wait a minute. Your name is I Cheese?
I,
Cheese?
I.
I'm sorry, but I just can't get over the absurdity of your name.
Well, if you say so, Mr. Threepwood.
Solid.
I'll have you know that the Threepwood name has a long and noble history.
So does mine.
So interestingly enough, Yes, yes, Riva. Unfortunately, Guybrush is basically me. It's unfortunate. It is extremely unfortunate. Um, so yeah, if I had blonde hair, a terrible tiny ponytail, and was slightly less capable, this is me. So fun fact, this is the 4th game in the series, but it is the first one that I ever played. So all the different lore, the deep cuts, I just did not get. So coming back to it now, it's historically the first 2 games are beloved by fans, and the 3rd and 4th are considered kind of meh, like not as good, and like a little bit like just fan products. Having been introduced with number 4, I loved it a lot, and I have a lot of nostalgia for it. 1 is fantastic. 2, I think, is a little bit busy, and 3 is fine. Technically, there were other games made by Telltale, I believe, afterwards, and we don't talk about that. Riva has just reminded me about the monogram belt buckle. Slightly to the angle here, but yes, the belt buckle that took me literally 20 years to realize was there. But yeah, so yeah, that's, I guess, a little bit of backstory of my experience with this game and with this series. So for now, let's talk about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
I'd like to hear about the long and noble history of the Cheese family.
Bet you
Aye,
would.
it'd be my pleasure. Naturally, no discussion of my family would be complete without mentioning my great-great-grandfather, who single-handedly revolutionized the art of roadside carriage wheel repair.
Who was that?
Are you daft? Have you never heard of Jack Cheese?
I don't ride many carriages in my line of work. Sorry.
Yup. This is that kind of game. This is that kind of humor. Strap in. We have hours more of this. I'm going to be stopping a little bit before 7, but you all have to deal with it in the meantime. Yes. So the Telltale 5th game, the Telltale series 5th game, Tales of Monkey Island, is is mostly discounted because it was kind of terrible. It was very much in the Telltale style of adventure games, but released like 10, 15 years after this one was. It just kind of it was a more generic adventure game that this sort of deserved. Guybrush's character was completely changed. They did weird changes to the status quo that were kind of pointless and seemed to make it fit more of an adventure game mold. I don't know. It was fine. It just doesn't feel like it's a part of this series. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to shut up and talk more about the family cheese. Tell me more about the family cheese, sir.
Tell me more about the family cheese.
Well, there's my great-uncle.
What's he famous for?
He's a renowned holy man who remains steadfastly neutral in any
Oh,
conflict.
no.
Let me guess. Swiss cheese?
Ah, so you've heard.
Ah. Oh, no. We got 1 or 2 more of these. We're in for all of them. Not even a little bit sorry.
Tell me more about the family cheese.
My brother is starting to make a name for himself.
Really? What does he do?
He sings depressing autobiographical
Oh,
songs.
no.
Give me a second. Blue cheese.
You really know your
Ah. Oh, it's like looking into a mirror. It's wildly uncomfortable, but let's keep going.
Tell me more about the family cheese.
My great-great-great-aunt was legendarily ugly.
How ugly was she?
Well, she was so ugly that men turned to stone at the sight of her.
Wait a minute. Nope, I'm drawing a blank.
I can't say as I blame you. Not too many folks remember Gorgonzola cheese.
I think I've heard enough about your family.
Ugh. And that is how the cheese thing ends. So, first... okay. So this is great. I love this game. And Riva and whoever the other... Actually, no, nobody else is watching. So, Riva, I am sorry. But this is the game that we're in for. So, spoiler alert, this guy will be part of our pirate crew. So, let's see if he wants to join the pirate crew. You are welcome to sue. LucasArts is no longer in business, and I am not worth that much. Okay, how would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
How would you like to join my crew of mighty pirates, Mr. Cheese?
Just said that.
What, pray tell, might I be finding myself doing if I joined this crew of mighty pirates?
So, I think I mentioned this before. One of the joys of this game, and the Monkey Island games in general. These puns are so bad, which is why they're so perfect. These are exactly the sort of things that I would and have made which is unfortunate. I do feel like I should apologize, but also I'm having way too much fun. I am grinning from ear to ear. Okay, so back on track. So one of the things about Monkey Island, you know what? This hoe does know what pirates do, but here's the thing. So you have a specific thing that's going on. This is what we're actually doing. Meeting with your wife's lawyers. It's great. A fun thing about this series is that it'll give you a lot of redundant dialogue choices because it'll be like, oh, I'm doing a very, very dumb thing. In this case, traveling to Luku Island, and you might think, you know what? I think we'd have better luck seeing, seeing what he reacts to these. Like maybe we'll actually be able to like get him to sign in, and then later, see what do. So he'd be helping a band of bloodthirsty brigands sack a small fishing village.
You'd be helping a band of bloodthirsty brigands sack a small fishing village.
That doesn't sound too manly. Any girly pirate can loot a defenseless fishing community.
Yep, written in the 2000s. Yeah. Fun that that's he's dismissing it. Yeah. So let's talk about, yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I don't know. What kind of pirating would I be doing?
Sunken treasure.
You'd be looking for sunken treasure with a group of cutthroat killing machines.
Sunken treasure hunts are for thieves and scallywags, Junior. Real pirates keep their treasure.
Accurate.
Are you sure you don't want to join my crew of mighty pirates?
Well, I don't know. What kind of pirating would I be doing?
I keep forgetting. This game uses trademark and registered and copyright a lot in the subtitles, which is one of the few reasons why I have subtitles on right now. It's just a little thing, but it just, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
You'd be traveling to Lucre Island with a crew of Cretinous buccaneers to meet with my wife's lawyers.
Now that sounds like a worthy mission for a mighty pirate navigator like myself.
Really?
Aye. The seas around Lucre Island are very treacherous and can only be navigated by a skilled sailor. I'd love to face that challenge, but
what?
I can't.
Well, we have why not? We have why not have you lost your nerve, and why not is your keister glued to that chair? Riva, as the resident audience member, which dialogue choice would you say? I will let you know that the just regular why nots will not have the humor as the other two. Also, yes, that is one of... Yes, subtitles are also there for people who either cannot hear or just would rather have subtitles. There's so many reasons to have subtitles on. Like, it's kind of... Yeah, why not have them? Do it. Melt the pirate man like a cheese, Riva. Do it! Okay. The middle one? Absolutely. Spoiler alert. The last one would have said, is your keister glued to the chair? Well, now that you mention it, it is, but that's not why.
Why not? Have you lost your nerve?
Listen, Skippy, I've got more nerve than a three-legged cat at a dog show.
Well, then why can't you join my crew?
Because if I leave my bar for too long, it'll be stolen out from under me.
You're the owner of the Scum Bar?
I, the one and only.
Hell yeah, accessibility. Thank you, Riva. Giving me words while I am panicking because I am playing a video game. Okay. I always thought the Scum Bar was owned by a guy named Ron. I'm assuming this is a reference to Ron Gilbert, who made the original games. Okay, let's do that.
That's funny. I always thought the Scum Bar was owned by a guy named Ron.
Aye, he was the original owner. I won the bar from him in an epic 12-hour-long game of insult goldfish.
That sounds like a humongous fib.
Believe what you like. In any event, I've been fighting off a hostile takeover bid from an Australian land developer.
Come again?
You heard me. A greedy Australian is making a grab for my bar.
With guns and swords and cannons?
Yes.
Worse, with insults, jibes, and mockery. It's taken all of my insult arm wrestling skill to keep him at bay.
Gosh, if it weren't for the whole wife being declared dead thing, I'd say that was the strangest thing I'd heard all week.
Riva is taking me to task for not knowing the word accessibility despite majoring in English. They are absolutely correct. And I am being rightfully dragged. But yes, so just because I'm only going to be on here for like another hour and a half more, despite loving this game, I do have things to do. Despite all other indication, I do have a life. There, like, the whole... Yes, Battle Uno, definitely. But yeah, like, that's actually a plot point. And I do love the idea of, like, insults and wordplay being a thing. Like, oh yeah, no, this is how people settle their differences. But let's do this. Insult arm wrestling. What about that?
Insult arm wrestling?
While you were away, the insult sword fighting paradigm became attached to a host of other pirate pastimes.
Paradigm?
Well, nowadays you can't throw a dart or play a game of checkers without being expected to toss in a withering bon mot.
I think I tossed a bon mot in a food fight once.
My particular speciality is insult arm wrestling, which I use to defend my bar from hostile takeovers.
So, as you've probably figured out,
Is there
we
something I
gotta
could do to
we
convince
gotta
you to
challenge this guy
navigate
to
my ship to
insult arm
Lucre
wrestling.
Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
So again, that's the obvious one. But we gotta go for this one first, because it's funny, and otherwise it'll lock out the dialogue tree.
I was kind of hoping that you'd cave in due to my incessant nagging.
Kid, I've been married for 30 years.
So?
So if there's one thing I'm immune to, it's incessant, high-pitched nagging.
Yay! He's not ginger, he's a blonde. Guybrush Threepwood. He is absolutely a himbo. Very big himbo energy here.
Are you sure there's nothing I can do to convince you to navigate my ship to Lucre Island?
I'm open to persuasion. What do you have in mind?
Insult arm wrestling.
If I beat you at insult arm wrestling, will you be my navigator?
That's an interesting proposition, Threepwood.
It is? I mean, of course it is.
How about this? If you beat me, I'll be your navigator. Great. But only if you teach me some new insults.
Agreed.
Well then, let's
Pirate
see
round
what you've got.
stoppable. That is fair. Okay. So, as in the previous games, the way that you play any sort of insult competitive dealio is by you insult someone and they have to match that insult back, or they insult you and you have to match it back. Basically, they do a setup and you do a punchline. If you can't match it, you take damage, so to speak. And if they can't match it, they take damage. So in this case, if I can get this guy and he can't get me like 3 times or so, I beat his butt. So let's do the thing. So we have some really good ones at our disposal. At our disposal. But we have some joke answers like, hey, look over there. You suck, dummy. You're a big poopy head. You're not very nice, and I don't want to play anymore. We are not going to be using these. Well, we might use them later. Let's do that.
People consider my fists lethal weapons.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned. Give up now, or I'll crush you like a grape.
So in previous games, you actually have to unlock the responses, but that's dumb and bad. So here you just have all of them from the get-go. No, none of these. Where are ya? Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape. I would if it would stop your whining.
I would if it would stop your whining.
And hey, it was the right one. Okay.
My My stupefying strength will shatter your ulna into a million pieces.
Well, I'm surprised you can count that high. I've out-wrestled octopuses with these arms.
Okay.
I'm sure that spineless creatures everywhere are humbled by your might.
All right, I am gonna like throw one or two of these just because I want to keep going. This is fun.
You're a big poopy head.
Oh. People consider my fists lethal weapons.
I used that on you. Shut up. No.
Sadly, your breath should be equally reckoned.
Yes, wine is always in there.
Hey, look over there.
Yes, I know it's a three-headed monkey. My 98-year-old grandmother has bigger arms than you.
So the three-headed monkey thing is a reference to previous games. Three-headed monkey, whatever. Which I did not know.
Yeah, but we've both got better bladder control than you do. Do I see quivers of agony dance on your lip?
It's laughter that's caused by your feathery grip. I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of.
I've got muscles in places you've never even heard of. It's too bad none of them are in your arms. I'm going to throw this one because I want to keep going.
Oh, yeah?
Your knuckles are grind to a splintery paste.
When in doubt, go with the rhyme.
I thought that the bean dip had a strange taste.
Okay.
Only once have I met such a coward.
He must have taught you everything you know.
Ha.
Hey, look over there.
Yeah, I know. It's a three-headed monkey. I'm gonna put your arm in a sling.
I am rubber. You are...
Oh, you're not even trying. Come on. Come on.
Today by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the size of your gut, I guess they were eaten. Your arms are no bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet.
Gotta love the rhymes. Okay.
You're the ugliest creature I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, how appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's not the one. So that one is supposed to go with you fight like a dairy farmer, which isn't actually in this game. Like, you fight like a dairy farmer, how appropriate you fight like a cow. Clever. But the setup isn't actually in this game, so that's only a response that doesn't go anywhere. The response to that was, I'm surprised you've never seen your wife or something like that, which is, you know, kind of aggressive, but I don't know. It's not great. It's not bad, but it could be better. Much better. Screw it. We've heard all of them.
Bigger than fleas that I've met.
So that's why you're scratching. I'd go see a vet. Today, by myself, 12 people I've beaten.
From the
Yay,
size of your
fat
gut,
shaming.
I guess they were eaten.
Oh, Lord.
Give up now or I'll crush you like a grape.
Oh, yeah?
My forearms have been mistaken for tree trunks.
I'm shaking. Oh, I'm shaking.
I won.
Where did that chair go?
Fair and square. Congratulations. You got yourself a navigator.
For those who were curious, the couplet is supposed to go, my arms have been mistaken for tree trunks, and over-the-counter defoliant can help with that. You know, it is what it is. Is there any more dialogue from this guy? I can't remember.
Hello again, Mr. Cheese.
Yes.
Are you looking forward to sailing to Lucre Island?
Aye, it'll be a pleasure to sail with a refined wit such as yourself.
Refined wits.
It's been nice chatting, but I've got to see a man about a monkey.
He don't know me very well, do he? Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, tank controls. They're so good. They're so good. It is a Bethesda chair. Ah.
That's the skull of Hermie, the giant sea pig of Melee Island. His ribs tasted like pork, his shanks like salmon, and his giblets like yams.
Good times. Okay. So, the remaining people we have to talk to are... Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to... Okay, no. Okay, I'm going to talk to the bartender, then I'm going to talk to these guys. And spoiler alert, I'm going to do something, and then I'll talk to the bartender again. Gregarious, a horribly scarred bartender. Let's look at the painting first.
The human body is a beautiful thing, most of the time.
There was no call for that. That is a delightful picture.
I'm not picking that up.
Why not? Why, you're a coward, Guybrush Threepwood.
That's the bartender. Hail and hello, oh master of all things grog-like.
What can I do for you, Mr. Marley?
Threepwood.
Ah, right, sorry about that, Mr. Threepwood.
Oh, this is taking me back.
This place is quieter than a crypt full of mimes.
Isn't it a crying shame? It's been that way since that Australian blew into town.
Oh, the Australian, you say?
Aye, a scurrilous Australian land developer who's been using strong-arm tactics to buy up all the land on Melee Island. Half of our regular clientele have been driven off island by the no-good scoundrel.
Wow.
Yes, which is... You know what? That spelling of Rubenesque is close enough. We accept it. But also, yes, it's a very Rubenesque painting. I am definitely a fan. If it weren't for the ostentatious gold frame, I would definitely have it in my own apartment. Okay. But yeah, so the Australian land developer, which connects with the thing that Mr. I. Cheese told us, and which also connects with the sold signs that we saw around the buildings earlier. So, you know, clever way to make up for the engine not being able to have that many people on screen at one time, and also tie it into the story. So, something to think about later.
Do you know anything more about this Australian developer?
Not really. I'd surely love to give him a piece of my mind, though.
How'd you like to join a crew of
Seems like a
courageous
good guy to
pirates on a
have.
dangerous quest?
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Great.
But I should really check with my boss first. Hey, boss!
What?
Can I have a few days off to join Mr. Threepwood here on a swashbuckling adventure?
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
Yes, I can go.
Are you out of your grog-addled mind? No.
Are you sure you can't join my crew?
I'll check. Hey, boss!
Don't even think about it, bucko.
He sounds pretty adamant.
Good times. Good times.
You got any snacks?
I've got some pretzels.
Well, that seems harmless enough.
Yep. The Scumbar's famous kudu jerky pretzels.
Ooh. Got anything else?
Not really.
Okay, let's have some.
Sorry, can't give you any.
What? Why did you...
That drunk at the table over there, he has the last basket.
Can't you give them to me without a basket?
Sorry, it's Scumbar policy.
So I don't actually know what kudu is. I assume... Like, I still don't even know. When I was younger, I was like, oh, like a kadu. Like one of the reptilian deer-like creatures on Naboo. Because these were both made by LucasArts. Which, totally not what that is. So now I'm assuming it's just some sort of, like, vegetable jerky type thing. Which, honestly, I'm so, like, starved for pretzels right now that I would definitely still go for those. I love pretzels. Which is a bit rambly, but whatever.
Are you sure I can't have just a few pretzels?
You really don't want to carry these babies around in your bare hands.
You're probably right.
That's the spirit. See if the inebriated fellow over there will see fit to give you some.
Alright. Yes, definitely use Grog Me Barkeep. One sec. One sec. Okay.
Grog me, barkeep.
Why, I'll be glad to. After you show me some ID.
Groggeries is the best way to refer to this. Okay, the drinking age is 14. What? 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 Oh, Lord. I do love that they call it groggeries. So I'm good with groggeries. Actually, I'm good with any of these. These are all fantastic. So this one they say, basically tells him to go change his pants. It's like, but I like these pants. Well, either you change your pants or you get no grog. No grog for you, which is great. This one, he looks like he's 15, but the cardigan, he looks under 52 just to be safe. Since when do they check for ID?
Since when do groggeries check for ID?
Since unscrupulous Australian developers started trying to get our grog license revoked.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
Yeah, we get to do all these. Cool.
What, don't I look like I'm 14?
Actually, you look like you're about 15.
Accurate.
But we're carding anyone who looks under 23 just to be safe.
Ah.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
I, left it in my other pants.
Well, either you change your pants or you don't get any grog.
But I like these pants.
Well then, no grog for you.
No, really, grog me.
No, really. ID.
ID? I don't got to show you no stinking ID.
You do if you want any grog.
I've got troubles.
Like what?
The government is trying to blow up my house.
Well, that's a crying shame, Mr. Threepwood.
Yeah, if anyone's gonna blow up my house, it should be me.
Accurate.
I haven't got a crew to take me to Lucre Island.
You know, there's probably a pirate or two hanging around that could be coaxed into joining your crew.
I need a ship to take me to Lucre Island.
You might want to try the Melee Island Municipal Shipyards.
Does Stan still work there?
Oh, no. The whole place is run by the harbor mistress these days.
Harbor mistress?
Aye, she's very by the book. Although, she does have her tender side.
If her tender side is anything like the painting behind you, I don't want to see it.
Fun fact, she's in the painting behind him. Which is a mild spoiler, but oops.
On second thought, I hate listening to myself whine.
You and me both, brother.
Okay.
I've got to go.
Right, well, Grog will do that.
I'm getting a lot of these jokes that I did not know before. Okay.
Must be hard to play darts when you can't reach the top of the dartboard.
Hey, get out of the way!
Oops. Maybe it's just me, but playing darts without a shirt seems like an invitation to trouble.
Accurate.
Ahoy, mateys!
Buzz off, buzzard breath. Yeah, can't you see we're busy here?
Alright, 1 second I have to take. Alright. Farewell, Reva. It has been delightful having you here. Hope you have a lovely Friday evening. And I have to take a quick call anyway, so this works out. Ha-ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Okay. Right. Sorry, I am doing a thing. Okay. 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 Back to the pirate. Yeah, they're busy.
You're in a bar. You're playing darts. This is busy?
Listen, we're playing for the title of Grand Master Dart Champion of Melee Island.
Yeah, and unless you're good enough to compete,
Which you aren't.
we'd advise that you take a long walk off a short pier.
Why are there so many holes in the wall around the dartboard?
Yeah, guys. Yeah, guys.
From other players?
Yeah, we never miss a shot.
Get out of
uh-huh.
here.
No, really. Pick a number. He'll hit it.
I bet you can't hit a bullseye.
No problem.
Wow, that's pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit
Hit a
Triple A. Let's see
No
that.
problem.
That's a tricky shot.
I'm impressed.
All right. It's pretty dope. Let's see what else he can do.
I bet you can't hit another one.
Name.
Okay. Post on the right side of the screen.
How about that post on the right side of the screen?
Ha! That's easy.
Hey, you're pretty good. I'm a dart-throwing maniac.
Really?
Back in grade school, they called me the Dart Master. Or something that rhymed with that anyway. So, can I join your game?
No.
I bet you can't
Name.
land one right in the eye of that skull over the door.
Here goes nothing.
Impressive. I bet you can't
Name.
All right. This is the correct choice. Obviously, we need this to progress, but I'm having fun, so, eh.
Can you hit that big stuffed fish over there?
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Obviously.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's see what else we
I
got.
bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
There's no way you'll be able to hit the center of that life preserver on the kitchen door.
Ha! That's easy.
Hell yeah.
Hey, you're pretty good. I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Okay.
I
Let's
bet
do
you
that
can't hit
for
that balloon over
progress.
there.
Ha! That's easy. Oops.
Gotta love fucking with drunk people.
I bet you can't hit another one on the first shot.
Name it and I'll hit it.
Okay. Okay. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I bet you can't hit that guy over there.
Oh, trying to be tricky, huh?
Hey guys. Hey guys, please don't. What? Oh, there's supposed to be a sound with that. Oh well.
I bet you can't hit another one on the...
Name.
Nah. Would you strapping young specimens like to join my pirate crew?
I would, but once I win the Melee Championship, I'm gonna have to go on
Oh,
tour to win the
super
Tri-Island
consistent with that
Dart
accent, dude.
Championship.
It's great.
Actually, you will be able to join this crew since I will be winning the Melee Island Championship.
Says you, Swabby.
Knows me, cracker brain.
Oh, snap.
Are you sure you won't join my crew?
Nah.
Nah.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta do a thing real fast. I would pause the stream, but Escape from Monkey Island is rather temperamental, so. yeah, we're back in business. Okay. All right. So, why aren't you playing insult dart wrestling?
Why aren't you playing
Dart
insult
throw,
dart
dart
throwing?
wrestling. What the hell?
Official Tri-Island Dart Throwing Semi-Professional League rulebook clearly states all dart competitions must be won by dart throwing skill, not by any other means such as bribery, insults, threats, or otherwise.
That.
Who's winning?
Right now, we're in a dead tie.
Eh,
Well, I guess I'll be shoving off now.
Are you still here?
what a dangus. Okay, so
Hey, how's the weather down there? I guess you won't be needing these anymore.
this is, to be fair, this is one of the pettiest acts of piracy that you do in this game. It also might be the only actual bit of piracy you do in this game. Hooray. Now we have our first inventory item. Hell yeah. Oh, that... Oof.
Mmm, kudu jerky pretzels.
I do need to look up what kudu is one of these days. Okay. So, we have food. Hell yeah. Okay. Those are former crewmates. I'm just gonna get the materials for them and then do that later. Alright. So, oh wait, can we go in there? I forget. I don't think so. Enter door.
Guybrush, what are you doing here?
Looking for a bathroom?
Quit
Right.
fooling around and stop
Right.
that
Forgot
catapult.
about that. Alright. And then it does... Then there's a Scooby-Doo thing where it just sort of like goes you to different doors, which is fun.
Wow, that's one flexible merboy.
Goals, honestly. Sadly, I spec'd in not well, I guess performance art, theater and writing. So you know. Okay. So we gotta save the mansion. We have to assemble a crew. Yeah, save the mansion, assemble a crew. We have a navigator, and we need, I believe, 3 more people. So first, let's go ahead and save the mansion. So, yes, the harbor mistress. Gotta love her. But later, I'm gonna put away that pop dinner tube.
I'm not picking that up. It's empty.
Well, dang.
Probably a good idea to keep a couple. I sure could go for a. I'm not picking that up. I can't use this machine. I don't have any money.
Heck. Yeah, look
Nothing interesting down here.
at those ships. Let's look at those ships. God, look at those ships. Hell yeah. Let's worry about that later.
Hey, look, a full moon.
We have fun here.
Pick up the moon? Are you nuts?
Yes, do it.
Pick up the moon? Are you nuts?
Alright. yeah. Well, okay.
It's locked.
Oh, snizzity snap. Alright, so it's not a thing that we can use right now.
Looks like Meat Hook finally got himself a bridge. Personally, I kind of miss the old pulley and poultry method.
I had no idea what that was before I played the first game. So, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Doo-ba-doo-doo, doo-ba-doo-doo, doo-ba-doo, doodly-doo. Alright. So...
Let's try 22, 3.7, minus 6.
What an odd-looking cactus.
Now, why would you say that?
As useful as a two-pronged cactus would be, I'd rather not stick one in my pants.
So you have a pop-tin or two. Put this with a funny-looking cactus.
Not a bad piece of modern art if I do say so myself.
Now, what does this look like, friends and comrades? Well, that's gonna be a little something that we explore later. For now,
You wouldn't think a scrawny guy like that could lift those heavy boulders.
Oh, you calling scrawny, pencil neck?
I do like this game. I like this game a lot.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just a sec. 22, 3.7, 12. What?
Please stop firing those boulders at my house, my
Stop
dude.
firing boulders at my house. It's very unnerving.
Sorry about that, kid, but I'm under contract.
What would it take to get you to stop flinging rocks at my house?
Permanently? Yeah, some kind of restraining order, I guess. You'd need some fancy lawyers for that.
Okay, how about temporarily?
Well, the union gives us liberal snack breaks during the day, but I don't have any snacks.
What are those numbers you're muttering?
You know? I don't rightly know. They're supposed to be targeting numbers or something, but I'll be danged if I can figure them out. All I know is how to hit that cactus. I'm trying to extrapolate from there.
Nah.
Could you show me how to hit the cactus?
Nah, I only do that when I think the catapult's out of alignment. I wouldn't want to waste one of these boulders. They're expensive.
You seem like a busy man. I'll let you return to your evil deeds.
Thanks.
Okay. So, he knows how to hit the cactus. We've put a rubber thing on the cactus. And the union gets him a lot of snack breaks.
Hey there.
Yeah, just a sec.
So, we
Here, I
give
brought
him
you some
snacks.
Voodoo jerky pretzels.
Really? Thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. You know, you could thank me by not chucking big old boulders at my house.
I could, but I won't. Now leave me alone for a minute while I eat these.
What a dangus.
Oh, ungrateful.
Well, let's put that away.
Those control the firing of the catapult.
Now we mess with that a little bit. Oh.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
You totally messed up my catapult. What you trying to do to me? You're killing me over here. Well, guess I'm gonna have to start over with my calibration cactus over there. Get out of my way.
I hope this works.
There. It's recalibrated to the cactus.
Oh,
Let's
snap.
try it.
All right. That looks horrific.
Fire! What the?
That's the
Believe
game.
you did that. Do you have any idea what those things cost? They don't grow on trees, you know.
Guess what? I'm still dead.
Don't worry, I'll love you even after rigor mortis sets in.
We've been gone so long, they didn't think I was coming back. So those numbskulls at City Hall declared me dead at sea.
What about me? Did they say anything about me?
No. Then they decided to sell all my belongings and destroy the mansion.
That's terrible. Did they sell any of my stuff?
And the worst part is, they've ordered a new election for the office of governor.
Maybe I should run.
So far, there's only one candidate. And you know the old slogan, where there's only one candidate, there's only one
choice.
Who are you?
The name, Mr. Threepwood, is Charles L. Charles. But you can call me the next governor of Melee Island.
You can't be the governor, I'm the governor. And it's a lifetime term.
Well, that's the rub, isn't it? You've been declared dead.
So I've heard. How did that happen?
Who can say? Perhaps if you'd spent a little more time governing, and less time gallivanting all over the Tri-Island area with your pet monkey, the good citizens of Melee wouldn't have come to the mistaken conclusion that you were pushing up the petunias.
Wait a second. Was I the pet monkey in that last sentence?
Okay, we get it. You're running for governor. But why destroy my mansion?
Oh, that. When you died, the mansion became the property of the state. As a favor to me, the future governor of Melee Island, the town elders contracted a demolition firm.
That's me.
To destroy this outdated bourgeois symbol of the elitist piratocracy.
But why?
Because the days of pirate princesses ruling from secluded mansions are over, my friend.
They are?
Indeed they are, lad. If the Melee Island of tomorrow is to prosper, it must be governed by a man of the people. A man unafraid to mingle with the common folk. A man who won't hide in a mansion guarded by vicious piranha poodles.
A man like you?
Precisely.
He makes a lot of sense, Elaine. I never did like those poodles.
Guybrush!
Well, I've got hands to kiss and babies to shake. Ta!
There's something fishy about that guy.
Really? I thought he smelled more like a rotting corpse.
I've got another plan.
With maybe a hint of oregano.
Guybrush!
Yes, dear?
I'm going back to City Hall to run against Charles.
Woohoo! How can I help?
Go to Lucre Island to talk to the family lawyers.
But why? I destroyed the catapult.
Yes, dearest, I know. But with that demolition order hanging over the mansion, another catapult could come at any moment. We need the kind of restraining order that only my family lawyers can provide.
But I want to come up with clever campaign slogans and do ops research.
Guybrush, love of my life, I'm a politician. Let me do what I do best. I'll let you do what you do best.
What's that?
Sailing around the Tri-Island area on seemingly pointless errands.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Oh, what I meant to say was venturing into troubled waters on dangerous quests.
Well, okay then. That's more like it.
Okay. I'm off to start my campaign. Don't spend too much time on Lucre Island, dearest.
Okay, so. Alright, I'm gonna be here for like about a half hour longer. About a half hour longer. I'm doing a thing at 7, and I will need to acquire snacks. But for now, let's keep going with the game. I think I should be able to get us off Melee Island by the time they're ending. That's the goal right now.
We don't own many coats in these tropical climes. We don't own many coats in these tropical climes.
Don't have many coats in these tropical climes. Okay.
The header says Melee Government Employment Contract.
Okay. Fixed camera angles are so good.
It's a government paper of some sort. The header says Melee Government Employment Contract. Cushy edition.
So, I know that nobody that was watching at the beginning is still watching, but for posterity's sake, those two people that we saw earlier were former crewmates, and they were traumatized by the horrific trials of being Guybrush's crewmates. Having Guybrush as a captain is apparently just extremely traumatic. Having played the other games, I can definitely confirm that. So the only way that they are willing to go on this journey is if Guybrush offers them cushy government jobs afterwards. So let's do this thing, which is we have to
I'm not sure if Elaine would approve of that.
give this to Elaine, the governor, to sign. It's like, whoa, bureaucracy.
What's this
Hooray.
for?
I'm not sure. I just have a hunch that a signed government contract might be useful.
All right, let me sign it.
Gotta love sequence breaking. Hell yeah. Put that shit away. Let's talk to our
Hello, my
spouse.
little plunder bunny.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Did you see the way I rid us of that cataclysmic catapult?
I always knew you had it in you to destroy heavy machinery, my chaotic little pet. Unfortunately, that's only a stopgap measure. We have to find a more permanent solution.
We could launch a full-scale attack on City Hall. Hold the town hostage, I say. Arr!
That's not very civilized, Honey Bear. Besides, I wouldn't want you to get hurt. I'm too young to be a widow.
Nah.
We could make a public offering of the island and retire on the proceeds.
You mean like Melee.com? That's stealing, even for pirates.
Hey.
We could move away and leave this mess for someone else.
But I like living here. Besides, it's probably just as messed up everywhere else. Thanks for trying to help, Guybrush, but I think we need to stick to the current plan.
I'll get right on it. Nobody wants to be on my crew.
Ask nice and don't make any ridiculous promises.
You should use that in your campaign.
I'll leave the crew selection to you, my dearest, and you can leave the campaign management to me. Is there
Bwah,
anything else?
bwah.
I'll let you concentrate on your...
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, gonna check on a thing really fast. Alright. Just doing some stuff behind the scenes. Pretend this is really cool and not at all jarring or distracting. Okay, so now we need a ship, and we need to get more crew members. We have Mr. I Cheese to start with. So, let's go see those other two. And I think that's the only other remaining crew members that we need. The heck?
Sold.
Oh yeah, all these things are sold because the mysterious Australian land developer. Oh, I do love this. I do love this a lot.
Cream of frog. No thanks. I'll pass. Essence of worm-ridden seagull. Ugh, that's really, really disgusting. For a pinky finger, it's quite large. I've already got a pinky finger. If that's a ring finger, I'd hate to see the size of the ring. I don't need another ring finger. Nothing happened. Ah, the middle finger. The most communicative of fingers. As useful as a big finger would be while sailing in heavy traffic, I don't think I need it. Nothing happened. This finger seems slightly different than the others. If I want to point at something, I'll use my own index finger. This table must have been a hand-me-down. There are only a few hands I want in my pants, and this isn't one of them. This table must have been a hand-me-down. That's quite a thumb. As useful as a big thumb would be when hitching for rides, I don't think I need it. Nothing happened.
Ah yes, it is the pointer finger.
What a strange mirror. It appears to be attached to the wall. What a strange mirror.
It's almost like it looks like something out of the third game. Oh, snizzity snap baskets. But okay, let's use the pointer finger. And
Yikes.
whoa!
You pulled? Hey, it's you!
Yes, it is I.
You seem to show up whenever I'm in trouble. Why?
Who can say? Perhaps it's because we share an unspoken magical bond. Perhaps the fates have intertwined our destinies. Or maybe I've gotten unbreakable with LucasArts.
Yeah.
I'm here to help. How can I assist you, Guybrush Threepwood? I sense that you wish to dabble in the dangerous voodoo arts.
Oh, I forgot they did that. She's basically reading your mind, so she does this stuff. This is great.
Have you got any of those evil-destroying voodoo dolls?
Sorry, we're fresh out. We're expecting a shipment from Dinky Island early next week, though.
How about one of those invisibility
Guybrush
into women's locker rooms?
Those are nice, aren't they?
Yeah. Got any?
No, it's been a bad year for unspoiled eyeballs.
Do you have any plus 10 strength elixirs in stock?
Perhaps. What are your current stats?
I don't think I've got any.
Well then, what good would a strength elixir
Hey.
See your point? I could really use a potion that would make me immune to severe gas attacks.
You're telling me.
Ah.
Our shipment from Booty Island is also running late.
I'm in the market for an enchanted sword that hypnotizes my enemies into a deep stupor before I skewer them with it.
You don't need a sword to send your foes into a stupor, my child. Just be yourself.
Gee,
Have
you got any snacks? I'm starving.
I left my gum machine in Puerto Pollo. You might want to try the Scum Bar if you're really hungry.
On second thought, I probably shouldn't be shopping at a time like this.
True. I can tell that you're still... Did you have... True.
Okay.
My mystic eye sees precious time wasted in idle chit-chat. What would you like to know?
Didn't you relocate to the island of Puerto
This is all
Pollo?
just lore stuff, but it's fun
but
for me.
I sensed that I was needed here on Melee. Besides, the incessant clucking on Puerto Pollo was driving me mad.
Did you really move your thriving voodoo emporium back to Melee Island just to be near me?
Yes, but perhaps my voodoo senses were on the fritz.
Who's this Charles L. Charles guy? And where does he get off trying to take my wife's job?
I'm a voodoo priestess, not a political pundit. But I will say this. Charles L. Charles gives me the willies.
What politician doesn't?
True.
Why is Melee Island so empty?
That is an excellent question, Guybrush.
I thought so. Well?
What?
Why is Melee Island so empty?
Oh, that. About a month ago, a mysterious overseas investor began buying up all of Melee Island from the local pirates. Those that wouldn't sell have been challenged to various forms of insult games. Insult sword fighting, insult golf, insult darts, insult arm wrestling. You get the idea. Strangely, this investor always wins. He's the best insulter the Tri-Island area has ever seen. Eventually, even the craftiest of Melee's pirates have been forced to sell after wagering their homes and businesses in ever-escalating rounds of insult gaming.
How awful. Why don't the pirates just refuse to play?
How many pirates do you know that can resist a duel?
Good point.
In any event, the few pirates remaining on Melee Island live in constant fear of being challenged by this foreign investor.
Overseas, you say, such as Australia. Yeah, it's that guy. There's not a red herring. It's that guy.
Do you know anything else about Charles L. Charles?
He's a creepy politician. What more is there to know?
Hey.
I'd like to talk about...
Like what? The cards have foretold that you seek direction.
How do I get to Lucre Island?
It's a fairly get on.
But I don't have a...
So far, then...
A crew.
This is a pirate. Then...
How can I...
That depends.
Absolutely.
Then, short of...
Great! Better get a stuffing.
If you get caught, then... perhaps it would...
Actually...
Very... As you... I'll be...
Okay. Just skipping a bit around because I'm realizing, I wanna get this done. I wanna do the thing. Oh, no, follow the path. Sir. I know you are controlled via tank, but let's do this. Hello?
I could swear that I've seen those pirates somewhere before. Ahoy there, fellow seafaring wastrels.
Gifts! Oh, sorry about that.
You, startled us.
Yeah, that's it. I startled.
I'm putting together a crew for a mission to Lucre Island. Want to join?
Holy jumping mother of God, no!
I'll take that as a no, then.
You'll have to excuse my friend. Our last adventure on the high seas ended badly. We're in no hurry to return.
Oh, come on. Join my crew. It'll be fun.
No.
Thanks, but no.
You two look awfully familiar.
Oh, we have very common-looking faces. Isn't that right?
Oh, definitely. Can't swing a dead Chinook around here without hitting someone who look like us.
Dudes, aren't you the founding members of Keel Hall, the world's loudest pirate speed metal band?
Not likely. Neither of us can carry a tune.
Neither can Keel Hall.
Oh, snap.
Are you sure we...
Drop it, Threepwood.
Hey, how'd you know my name?
Doesn't everyone know the name of Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate?
True, but I still think you guys look familiar.
This is quite fun. Again, you can tell this was written in the year 2000, but we have fun here.
Didn't we run into each other last summer on Fat Island?
We've never been to Fat Island.
And never in the summers.
I could swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Aren't you the famous comedy team of Youngler and Muntz?
Youngler and Muntz? Never heard of them.
You haven't? But they're brilliant. They do this bit about how men leave the commode seat up and how women love to shop for boots. Well, I guess you had to be there.
Apparently.
Oh, Guybrush. Oh, Guybrush.
I swear that I know you guys.
I really don't think so.
Didn't we share a cruise to Monkey Island once?
I don't think so.
Carla, make the bad man stop. He's come to take us back to Monkey Island.
Carla?
Who?
You can't fool me. You're Carla, the Swordmaster of Melee Island. And you're Otis.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let it go, Otis. The half-wits recognized us.
I knew you guys looked familiar. You were 2/3 of my original Monkey Island crew.
The crew you abandoned on Monkey Island, you mean?
Do you have any idea how difficult it is to escape from Monkey Island?
Ah.
How difficult is it to?
Escape from Monkey Island.
Well, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
The whole experience was very traumatizing.
Scared us for life.
Gee, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, sorry doesn't feed the narwhals, Buster.
It doesn't?
So, what have you rapscallions been up to?
Where to begin?
What have you been doing with yourself, Carla?
You mean after I finally managed to escape from Monkey Island?
You're never gonna forgive me for that, are you?
Not in this lifetime. Anyhow, I've spent the last few years here on Melee Island re-establishing my Swordmaster credentials.
That sounds productive.
Oh, it was, until that Australian showed up.
Australian?
Yeah. An Australian real estate developer. He
What?
challenged me to a round of insult sword fighting. Badgered me into betting my house. It was over so quickly.
Gee.
Now I wander the streets of Melee insult sword fighting for food.
How sad. How about you, Otis? What have you been doing for the last few years?
Well, after I finally escaped from Monkey Island, I made my way back to Melee Island, where I tried to resume my former profession.
Petty thievery?
I prefer to think of it as proactive redistribution of wealth. Unfortunately, the indignities I suffer on Monkey Island have left me so jittery that I cannot pick a lock or a pocket without making more noise than a flatulent hippo.
What vivid imagery. So how do you earn a living?
Begging mostly. You'd be amazed how many people will pay to hear the story of the innocent pirates who were betrayed by their idiot captain.
Whatever happened to Captain Smirk, the sword trainer?
He sold his house to a foreign investor.
But he didn't want to.
The investor challenged him to a round of insult gin rummy and beat him.
Smirk was so ashamed that he signed over the deed to his house on the spot and hopped the next ship out of Melee.
The same story's been repeated dozens of times all over Melee Island. This slimy investor strolls into a pirate's house or place of business, challenges him to a game of insult something or another, then humiliates them so badly that they have to cave into his hostile takeovers.
Haven't you noticed all the sword signs around here?
What? Oh, no.
Well, where's the third member of our old crew?
You mean Meat Hook?
That's a good question.
After we finally got off Monkey Island, Meathook renounced his piratey lifestyle and returned to his true passion.
Drinking?
Painting.
Painting? But the guy's got no hands.
That's what we said.
These stories are too depressing. Let's talk about something else.
If we must.
Won't you join my crew? For old time's sake.
Guybrush, take a good look at Otis.
Monkeys! Monkeys is full of the monkeys!
That's what happened to him the last time we agreed to be part of your crew. Now, what in the name of Blackbeard's dandruff could possibly convince us to join you in another idiotic adventure?
Well, how about a brand new car?
What?
Sorry, I kind of got caught up in the moment. Well, how about treasure? Boatloads of treasure.
We're still waiting for the treasure you promised us the last time.
Oh,
Oof.
yeah. Well, how about
It's almost like there are 3 games of this guy being kind of just dumb and bad.
some lovely property off the coast of Booty Island?
Oh, that's rich. Everyone knows that a mysterious foreign investor has bought up all the real estate around Booty Island.
Well, how about
My undying and unconditional gratitude, baby.
What was that? Were you coming on to me?
Oh, icky.
Hey, I'm married.
Then quit using your picking up winch's voice. It's creepy.
Sorry. Well, how about cushy government jobs?
That sounds interesting.
Carla, what are you doing?
What kind of cushy government jobs are we talking about?
You know, the kind where you're paid 3 times the going private sector rate, no one checks your work, and it's impossible to be fired.
Don't listen to him, Carla. He just wants to take us back to Monkey Island.
We'd want contracts, of course.
I'll see what I can do. Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Well, and that is why we have the signed job contracts for a cushy government job.
Wow. You actually got us a signed contract. Well, let's see. Yes. Ah, yes. Good. Aha!
Carla, do you even know what half of this stuff means?
Not a clue. But look, it says cushy in the title.
Well, all right then.
All right, Threepwood. You've got yourself a crew.
Ah, yeah.
Ahoy again.
What is it now?
So, are you looking forward to our voyage?
The horror!
We'll meet you at the shipyards once you've got a ship. Never thought I'd say that again.
Be seeing ya.
Not if we see you first.
Oh, I haven't played this game in so long, but Otis is my new favorite character. Okay. Now, let's go. Let's go to the shipyards, and let's secure ourselves a boat. Okay. Won't let me look at the dinghy. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Now that's a fine-looking dinghy.
I'm not picking that up. I can't use that dinghy. It doesn't belong to me.
All right, let's talk to the harbor mistress.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I need a ship.
How nice for you. And just what do you want me to do about it?
Mood.
I'm just gonna take one of these boats.
Not so fast, civilian. I am the Chief Assistant Shipyard Regulator, Harbor Operations, Melee Island, a division of Inter-Island Transportation Services.
Which means?
Which means I'm in charge of ship allocations on Melee Island.
Baby, you can be in charge of my ships any day of the week.
What? Are you trying to seduce a government employee?
No. So, you're in charge of the ships. Say, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, at the Scum Bar. You're the naked girl in the painting.
I am not. Besides, I haven't taken my clothes off in years.
Who painted you?
He was an awful man. He was good, but he wouldn't take his claws off me. Strange, too. He had a bizarre fascination with wax.
It's Meathook. Nobody's watching, but it's Meathook.
What's your name?
Why?
I'd like to know the names of the people I've seen naked.
I wasn't naked. I was artistically posed.
You could lose your job if anyone found out that you posed for that picture.
How do you think I got my last promotion?
I'd rather not think about it.
Oh, snizzity snap.
You must be some kind of ship expert to land such an important and specialized job.
Nope. Don't know anything about them, and I can't stand sailing. I'm just paying my dues until I get a supervisor's job.
I'm commandeering a vessel.
Not so fast, mister. No boat leaves this harbor without my permission, and I see no reason to give you permission to take one of my boats.
Oh, no.
But Stan said I could.
Name dropping won't get you a boat.
I'm married to the governor.
I heard she was dead.
Well, she does have her quiet moments, but she's alive and back on Melee and ready to govern.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's just been on vacation all this time, huh? That's nice. She won't be governor for long. I'm voting for Mr. Charles. He promised me a promotion.
Oh, snap.
Come on, just give me a boat.
The rules prohibit the shipyard regulator, that would be me, from lending a boat to anyone who does not have proper authority. That would be you.
What would it take to get you to look the other way?
I really hope that you aren't trying to bribe an employee of the Melee Island government. Not that I care what happens to you, but I really don't want to fill out the paperwork.
Mood. Big mood.
How does that work again?
Okay, but remember, I'm not required to do this. As a civil servant and chief assistant shipyard regulator, I am here for your safety, not to be helpful. But if it'll make you go away, I'll tell you.
I can hardly wait.
I cannot and will not release a ship to any person, party, or entity that does not carry the authority of office or is otherwise important in their own right.
Isn't there some sort of loophole?
Nope. It's simple. Prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Come on, just this once? For me.
Not for you or anyone. Rules were meant to be followed. Just prove to me that you have the authority to requisition a ship, and I will follow procedure to supply one.
Well, that is fairly typical of bureaucrats. Fantastic.
Never mind.
She sounds fun.
Kinda snooty for a glorified barnacle watcher, aren't you?
You're just jealous of my cushy government job. It would
Honestly,
be even better
yeah.
if I didn't have to put up with the likes of you.
All this red tape is giving me a headache.
Don't say I didn't give you anything.
But you didn't. Okay.
I'm not picking that up.
So, now what we gotta do is, because we are married to the governor, we go all the way back to here. And we go, hey, Elaine, dearly beloved, I made a whoops and I need you to help me with getting a boat or a ship or whatever the proper terminology is. I am bad at piracy. Alright, we go into the very pixelated door. Hooray! Hello, can I have a thing, please?
Ahoy there, matey.
What are you doing here, Guybrush?
I'm having a little trouble getting a ship.
What kind of trouble?
I don't have the authority to requisition one. Can you believe that? Me! There must be a bunch of new people around here since we left.
Here, take this. It should give you an air of authority.
What's this doohickey?
It's the official gubernatorial symbol of Melee Island. It conveys the authority of the office of governor. It also gets the holder into some pretty great parties.
A true pirate doesn't need some gubernatorial symbol to prove he commands respect.
Yes, well, all the same, I think you better take it.
All right. Oh, does this mean I get to run the island now? I've got some revolutionary ideas about subsidized childcare.
Just give it back the minute you return from Lucre Island.
So, this game is how I learned what the word gubernatorial was. Because of course it was.
Can I have some money?
Why?
I'm not sure, but it always seems as though I could use a few hundred pieces of 8 on my adventures.
Well, I'd like to help, sweetheart, but we're kind of strapped for cash right now. Besides, what happened to your monthly allowance?
I blew it all gambling on spitting contests on Booty Island.
Well, then I'm sorry, my dear. It's time you learned an important lesson about budgeting.
Oh, shucks.
No, no.
I really think I'll need some money on this trip.
Not until you learn how to spend your money responsibly.
What was I supposed to be doing?
Have you been drinking grog again?
No, I swear, I just forgot.
Grog makes you forgetful. Now pay attention. Now while I come and once and you got it. Honey, now while and once and you got it.
I'll let you.
Thanks.
Okay.
I don't think she'd like that.
So now I have the glorified stamp. Hell yeah. Now I can requisition a ship. I'm doing a thing, and that thing is getting a ship. No! And I didn't save. No. Video game White. Oh God. Oh God, White. Well, this is horrible. I guess I will find something else to stream for 20 minutes. Oh Lord. Well, okay, so it's fine. I just lost an hour and a half of progress. This is great. This is fantastic because this is a game that came out before autosave, so it is manual saves only all the time. Oh God. Oh God. Okay. 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 So I was gonna stop playing in 20 minutes anyway, but I think Act of God is a pretty solid reason to quit for a bit. So thank you to those of you who stopped by. Hugs and kisses to you all. I am going to stop streaming and go cry for a bit. Goodbye.